Court is calling 2022 CR 8628, State of Texas versus Adam Aguilar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Oscar Salinas from State of Texas.
Defense.
Thomas Beck for defense.
Your client needs to be in the center. And are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, yeah.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Aguilar, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
All right. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration county court cause number 688678. There's to be restitution in cause number 688678 and 2000 and in this case as well. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge. We would ask that you probate the fine.
All right, state, is that the plea?
Yes.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Ray Curtis, no contact with Alicia, ELISHA Williams, and anger management. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
This judge state offers with me marked as State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments and evidence.
No objection.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for a term of less than 5 years.
All right.
And we would ask to follow the plea bargain.
All right, Mr. Aguilar, where are you going to be living? Do you have a place to stay? Because it shows that you were homeless.
Yeah, I was. I stay with my girl. I stay at Dakota Street.
You say you stay with your girl. Who is your girl? Is this your girlfriend?
Huh?
Is this your girlfriend?
Yes.
Does she have any children?
Yes.
How many?
4.
What are their ages?
27, 21, 19, and I think 20. Yeah, I'm wrong.
All right. Do they live with her?
No,
And in the general area, where does she live?
by St. Philip College.
Okay. And what does she do for a living?
She works like healthcare a little bit. She helps her grandma from time to time.
So she's a home healthcare provider paid for by the government.
No, not paid. She just helps.
So how does she make a living?
Her grandma then pays her, like, I guess under the table, you can say. But I really not explain like that, but I mean,
I understand the way you're explaining it. Maybe you shouldn't explain it that way.
yeah. So,
So, does she live with her grandmother or she lives by herself?
by herself.
So what are you bringing to the relationship?
I worked.
Hmm?
I was working before that trouble.
All right, why do you take a car that doesn't belong to you?
There's really no explanation for that.
So what type of work do you do?
Well, right now I was at Sonic, but I used to do foundation. I do HVAC. I was doing tape and flow. So sometimes if I'm not at Sonic, I try to do odd jobs or side jobs. And I go through temp services.
Okay. What were you doing at Sonic?
Flipping burgers. Yes.
Okay. You know, when somebody asks for well done, they need to make sure that's well done.
Yeah, or some fries or chili fries or whatever
Yeah.
kind of whatever
Yeah.
you want.
I learned that they actually have a slushie there that's a Red Bull slushie.
Yes.
I don't drink Red Bull, nothing wrong with Red Bull,
No.
but I learned that.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes they have I say it continues for maybe like the period amount of time,
Mhm.
and like to make real from down a bit.
Oh, they're trying to do the McRib, but only with Red Bull.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
Yeah, well, the McRib, they say it was the farewell tour. So I guess we'll see November, December
Right.
of this year, what happens. All right, you know, you're gonna need to stay in contact with probation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they say in this report that you were caught with marijuana. You can't smoke while you're on probation. When's the last time you had marijuana?
To be honest, maybe like 3-4 months ago, I really kind of stopped my own. So,
Don't test positive for marijuana.
okay,
You're not allowed to drink alcohol either.
okay. I'm fine.
You
with
understand?
that. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge, we would just ask that you probate the fine and have to shorten the term of probation.
All right. We're gonna do a $500 fine probated. This cause number 688-678. What is your girlfriend's name?
Rachel
What's the last name?
Aguilar.
It's not a family violence case, Judge. It's a
Okay.
regular assault.
All right, so $500 fine probated, 4 years deferred adjudication. Take in consideration County Court cause number 688-678. Restitution in 688-678. In the instant case, if any, 100 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination with booster. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. How far did you go in school?
High school diploma.
Okay. What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
To be honest, I'm just thinking about re-enrolling in school, probably go for HVAC, or they have this school for mechanic,
Mhm.
military, the SVTV, SV, Thousand Texas, Volcano, Institute. So I've been thinking about going back to school and working on cars, but not just yet. I want to get financially stable first before I enroll in school.
All
Now
right.
I gotta pay for my fees and books and stuff like that.
All right. Well, you're talking to someone who went to law school and didn't buy any books because it wasn't in the budget. So there's a way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spend all your time at the library. Whatever book they have on the list, you just go to the library and check it out.
Everybody's that I've been trying to get into, not into, but been thinking about more going.
You need your library card.
This ID.
Yes. All right. Proof of employment within 15 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider with minors. If you obtain a trade school certificate in HVAC or whatever else, the remaining of the community service hours will be waived. There's to be no contact with Ray Curtis, Alicia Williams, anger management, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, field visits, one time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else that's needed? Mr. Aguilar, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better. People don't like you riding in their vehicles when they didn't give you permission. All right, good luck. Court is calling 2022 CR 8628, State of Texas versus Adam Edward Aguilar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Rolando Way for the defense.
And are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Adam Edward Aguilar who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8628 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on January 9th, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Adam Edward Aguilar, the then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of February and March 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
You need to speak up.
True. Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's to deny the motion, continue the defendant on supervision, but alter and amend for weekly reporting for 60 days and hold Bear County ISF track due in abeyance.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Adam Aguilar.
All right, why are you not reporting?
Well, to be honest, I had 2 jobs going on and I started helping my fiance and my girlfriend with the kids. So a lot of stuff got on my road. So I started,
You need to speak up.
I started helping my girlfriend with her kids. And I had 2 jobs going on. I would do landscaping in the morning and I would do pizza at night. And then sometimes I had to walk from work and it would be a 3-hour walk from Eisenhower to Safefield College. So a lot of stuff was getting overwhelming. So the time I feel like it wasn't really important, but I know it is, my freedom is, but my family is too.
How could you not think this is important?
Well, at the time, like I said, it was a lot going on. So, and then the loss of my parents. So it's just a lot of things were going on.
When did the loss of your parents occur?
Well, my mom was in 2019, but
So you were placed on probation in 2023.
yeah, but the case I got was in 21.
No, but you were placed on probation in 2023, and you're saying your mom passed in 2019.
I was still dealing with the grief of my parents. It could be months, years, days. Everybody deals with it different, and I was just barely getting over it. Like I was messing up to my life. So now that I'm here, I know stuff changed, and then she passed away in May. So I was still dealing with that too, like through them months. But like I said, I was going to work and doing this, and then trying. And a lot of stuff was just overwhelming for me.
So your mom passed. How old are you?
28.
So you're 28 years old. Your mom passed. So what you do is you pick up a criminal case, and then you get placed on probation, and then you do not report.
Basically. And that was not the right way to go. But when you lose somebody, you don't know what to do sometimes.
Well, I mean, not committing crimes. That's number one.
I mean, I know she wouldn't be proud of that either, but
Mhm.
that was just, I guess, my way of rebelling and dealing with it and not in the right way. So, but now I know my actions and I know my family need me more out there now than ever.
So what have you done on probation?
What have I done
Yes,
for probation?
yes.
Nothing.
All right. And this girlfriend you have, does she know that you're on probation?
Yes,
Did you tell her before you were arrested?
yes.
And how many children does she have?
5.
And what are their ages?
Think like 3, 5, 15, 19, and 20.
And they all live with her?
No, some live with the sister, some live with the grandparents, and then she had like 2.
And what two does she have? What are their
The
ages?
young ones, 3 and 5.
All right. And how long did you know her before you moved into a house with her?
Like a year, maybe 2.
And what's her name?
Rachel,
Rachel what?
Garza.
Probation, was there ever a TAP evaluation done for him or no?
No, Your Honor, it's absconded before we can do anything.
All right. The court is going to deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include a TAP evaluation, and that's to be done while he's in custody. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. I can tell you with regards to Rachel Garza, if she has all of these children and they're scattered, some with the sister, some with the grandmother, that tells me that there are some issues in her life and she's not taking care of her children. And it also tells me that somebody doesn't know she has the little ones. So what she does is she sees you and then moves you in. You're not having any unsupervised contact with minors. So that means that you will not be babysitting those children or any of that. If that occurs, that's a violation of your probation and a motion to revoke will be filed. Do you understand? And I'm going to want field visits. One time per month, random. And we're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. Is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
Yes, Your Honor, I just want to make the court aware that you attempted to do field visits. However, the address on file that we have, it was not a good address. So we need to get a good address, and I would like to ask the court if we could do the weekly reporting for at least 30 days to.
Yes. We're going to do weekly reporting until further notice. You're going to provide them with an address that you live at. If you provide them with the incorrect address, probation, file a motion to revoke. Do you understand? You are not to be address hopping because you are what people call on paper, and people need to know where you are.
So,
And honestly, before you get involved in somebody's life with children, you need to get your life together. Your life is not together. So now you're bringing chaos to this Rachel Garza person who already has chaos in her life and can't even take care of her own children. Do you understand?
yeah,
And that's a yes.
yes, Your Honor.
And from here on out, you need to ask yourself, whenever you make a decision, whether or not that could result in you going to the state jail facility for 2 years. If it is, you need not do it. If it's a maybe, you need not do it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're off the record. What's that mark on your face?
I don't know, probably the sheets from Barrett County,
Well, I'm sorry, what?
probably the sheets from Barrett County. They don't
Probably
wash
the
them.
what from Bear County?
The sheets.
The sheets?
Thank
All right, you need to get that checked out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2022 CR 8628, State of Texas versus Adam Edward Aguilar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Espark for the state of Texas.
Defense,
Todd Coronado for Mr. Aguilar.
are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Adam Edward Aguilar who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8628 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on January 9th, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4, on or about the in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Adam Edward Aguilar did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposed agreement is for weekly reporting until the defendant completes his anger management course, and then to add the cognitive behavioral course to his conditions.
All right,
This is our extended, Your Honor.
all right. I'm not going to follow this agreement. He was here before on June 22nd for the same thing, violation of condition number 4. And the court alternate conditions denied it. And that's what the parties agreed, that it be denied. And he did a TAP evaluation in custody. And there were supposed to be field visits, the UA hotline, and he was to provide his address to probation so they would know where he was. So I'm not following this agreement. He keeps not reporting. Obviously, he doesn't want to be on probation.
Yes, I do, Honor. At the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. And at that
No,
time,
here's the thing. We've passed that point. You were here before for not reporting. The court denied the motion, alternate amend conditions for you to get your life in order to report. And now we're back here again for your not reporting. You don't want to be on probation. You don't want to report. You have not reported. I'm not following this agreement. So I don't have to follow the agreement because this is a contract with the court. And just the mere fact by your pleading true, that means that I could sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility. Not going to follow the agreement. If you all want to discuss more, you can. Okay, you're welcome. All right, the court has found violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Judge State's recommending 1 year in the state jail facility.
All right, and defense, what are you?
We're asking for the minimum 6 months, state jail. He understands that, he's most likely, he's gonna be revoked, of course, and do some time, and he's hoping that he gets the minimum 6 months. Because he still hopes to finish school that he started, and he'd like to explain that to you if you can.
Sure. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's,
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Adam Edward Aguilar.
All right, what did you want to tell the court?
Well, I want to tell you that I know I messed up and it wasn't my intentions to do what I did. It really wasn't. But I have changed my life and I am going to school right now. I'm going to a South Texas Vocational Texas Institute, STVT, on Military South Florida. I'm going for a career, a trade, to be an automotive service technician. You know, and I was hopefully today would be granted for the probation so I could finish with my classmate in December and I would have that certificate. You know, I have changed my life, and back then I didn't know what I wanted to do, but now I know. I was going through a bad relationship, breakup. You know what I told you about my ex. You even told me, you advised me that she wasn't a good woman, and I got to see that now. And she was holding me back. She wasn't holding me back. I was holding myself back for being with her. You know?
No, I don't think I ever tell anybody that somebody in a relationship is good or not good. My advice to people is whatever issues you have in your relationship, they're always going to be there until they're addressed. And sometimes we should not be in relationships until we work on ourselves, because if we're not healthy and whole, then the relationship, either we're going to be a person who is not good for the relationship, or either we're going to meet somebody who's in the same place as we are, and they are not whole or healthy.
Right, and that's how it kind of was, and it was holding me back, you know, from what I had to do, and I lost focus on what I needed to do.
All right. Did you turn into probation, that the fact that you were working on a trade school?
No, I didn't get around to get the chance to do that.
Mm.
So that's why I'm kind of glad that this did kind of happen. This was an eye opener for me to show me that what I needed and focus on my life, that what I wanted to do and what I did do. And I got baptized a couple of months back too at the same time. I started walking a different route and doing different things, you know. And I know it might not mean much, but you know, on May 23rd, passed the 5-year mark that my mom passed away. So, and then I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost 2 of my sisters. So it just, I've been going through a lot of emotions, and, you know, so it just, I didn't know how to deal with my emotions and things like that, you know. So I was thinking when they had the recommendation for the probation, for the anger management, the behavior and all that, that would have been a great thing for me to do, because it would have helped me put a structure in my life. You know, I didn't have structure at first, but it's my structure now that what they have. But I know it's up to you for what you want to do, and I'm hoping at a second chance of a redemption. As you may, you know, and I know the penalty of everything. And I want to say, if you could give me one more chance, if you can find it in your heart, you know, I want to get back out there to my family and show them different, and show you different, show everybody different, not just for y'all, but for myself. You know, that I can do this, that I am a man, I can change my ways. I am changing my ways. If you just give me a chance of that.
All right, so probation, was there any restitution in the 2022 CR 862B case number in 688678?
No, Judge.
All right, so here's what I want you to understand. One, I've internalized everything that you've said, but the court's issue and the problem is the fact that you were here before me previously, and it was the same thing, not reporting. How old are you?
29.
All
I
right,
just
so
turned 29.
so it's not like you're a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. You know there are things that you need to do, and you just need to do them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so even though you're going to the state jail facility, you can still work on yourself. Like if you love your mom, you looked up to your mom. If you love your sisters and you looked up to your sisters, if you're not going to do it for yourself, then do it for them to make them proud. You understand?
All right.
All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty, revoke you sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Ray Curtis or Alicia Williams. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
God bless.
Oh,
That's the
thank you.
attorney
God
of the
bless you
year.
too. I appreciate it.
Always.
Thank you.
My big shoes.
Yes,